Today, we're going to peel back the layers and go way beyond just the stock tickers. We're going to look at the real story of the Indian economy in motion. We're talking huge investments, game-changing partnerships, and some massive bets on the future. Let's dive right in.
So let me start by asking you a question. On the surface, what could possibly connect a massive order for anti-tank missiles with, say, a green light from the US FDA for a new medicine? I mean, they seem like they're from completely different planets, right?
Well, the answer is that they're both incredibly powerful signals. They're actually two pieces of a much, much bigger story about capital, about confidence, and about the strategies that are unfolding across the country right now. And today, we're going to connect those dots.
Okay, so our first theme is all about internal confidence. We're looking at companies that aren't just sitting around waiting for the future to happen. No, they are actively building it, pouring huge amounts of money back into their own operations. They're betting on themselves.
And if you want to see what I mean, just look at this number. 35,000 crore rupees. That is the incredible amount of money Muthoot Finance has just approved for fundraising. This isn't just some small bet, you know? This is a monumental statement about where they believe growth is headed.
And what's really fascinating here is just how diverse this trend is. It's happening across totally different sectors. In mining, you've got Godawari Power more than doubling its iron ore capacity. That's a huge bet on future infrastructure demand. Then in pharma, Alchem Labs is pumping money into its Zambian arm to strengthen its global footprint. And over in the auto world, Hero Motors is building a massive new parts center. So the takeaway is crystal clear. This isn't just happening in one industry. Companies all over the map are investing heavily in their own foundations, betting big on what's coming next.
All right, let's move on to our next big idea, because growth isn't just about what you can build yourself, it's also about who you choose to build with. And right now, strategic alliances and smart partnerships are absolutely critical. And here we've got two very different kinds of partnerships in action. On one side, you have a classic international deal. Japan's Nippon Life is teaming up with Germany's DWS Group. It's all about combining their expertise to crack the Indian market. Now on the other side, with the electric scooter maker Ather Energy, you've got a whole different ballgame. Here we're seeing big investment funds trading huge chunks of shares in what's called a block deal. And that is a really powerful signal about where the smart money sees future value in the super competitive EV space.
And look, this whole idea of teaming up, it goes way beyond finance. Just take a look at the energy sector. Developing 2 gigawatts of renewable power, that is a colossal undertaking. It's way too big for just one company to handle alone. So KPI Green Energy is partnering up to make it happen, which just goes to show that for the biggest, most ambitious projects out there, collaboration is the name of the game. So that brings us to our final theme for today, that powerful sweet spot where private sector ambition meets national priorities. These are the kinds of deals that get supercharged by big government contracts and crucial regulatory approvals.
I mean, just look at the scale we're talking about here. Almost 2,100 crore rupees. That's the value of a single order that Bharat Dynamics just got from the Defense Ministry. This tells you right away that government spending is a massive, massive engine for corporate growth in these key sectors.
And you can see how this plays out across so many different national priorities. That Bharat Dynamics deal, it's a huge boost for national defense, obviously. The NBCC contract to build a new university in Kashmir, that's all about supporting infrastructure and education. And Zydus Life getting that FDA approval for a key MS drug, well, that's a massive win for public health. You see the pattern? In every single one of these cases, a company's success is directly tied to a national goal.
Okay, so we've looked at all these different deals, from fundraising to partnerships to government contracts. What does it all mean when you put it together? What's the big takeaway from all this market movement?
Well, it really boils down to 3 clear trends. First off, there's a huge wave of internal confidence, with companies betting big on themselves. Second, partnerships are being used as a critical tool for everything from breaking into new markets to tackling gigantic projects. And finally, the public sector is acting as a powerful catalyst, with government money and approvals creating some enormous opportunities. So we end on this thought. We're seeing all this capital flowing into finance, mining, defense, infrastructure, and healthcare, pretty much all at once. It really shows a broad-based momentum, and it kind of leaves you wondering, with all these different gears turning at the same time, which engine is going to be the one to roar the loudest next? Now that is something to watch. Thanks for joining.